Is Scream Factory really trying to force you to triple dip here as a collector? Are they trying to pull off this Scream scheme, as you will, to take as much money from your wallet as possible without really delivering you on the horror goods? Let's discuss. In today's physical media news topic video, we talk about Scream Factory's sixth scheme to get as much money from collectors as possible without really delivering what the customers want. We get into a massive rant on why this is awful for collectors and why Scream Factory is doing worse and worse than ever before and trying to pull the rug out from under us. But we're not going to let it happen. We're going to stop it right now. And of course, we talk about the future. If these boutique labels go down this dangerous path, are there going to be any boutique labels left? Are there going to be the customers to support them out there? Or is it all just going to be studio releases from overpriced studios like Disney? Oh my gosh, we got to fix this now before we lose all boutique label trust. So let's get into this. But first, you love collecting physical media just like me, whether it's horror, comedy, action, western, sci-fi, you are in the right spot, mega collecting friends. We celebrate movies here that we are passionate about, and we just have a great time building this physical media collecting community. So it sounds like you're in the right spot. Mega slash that like and subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you're alerted when a new physical media topic posts. And of course, leave in the comments below, do you think Scream Factory is doing a perfect job, or could they be doing better? What other title releases would you want to see from them? But let's get into this. So slashing into the news here, we got to talk about what Scream Factory is doing because I just don't think this is right here. Now, some of this is speculation, but we do definitely have some examples and some facts and some proof to go over here to back up what I'm saying. So Scream Factory, what they've been doing lately is basically trying to cause you to double dip, triple dip. I'm going to give you some examples here. So the Evil Dead, oh my gosh. So I remember back when the Evil Dead gets announced, the collector's edition. I'm like, that's the only release we're getting of the Evil Dead remake. I got to pick it up on 4K. I love that movie, even though it kind of sucks. It doesn't have a Blu-ray and the cover is kind of plain or whatever. I'll just pick it up, right? I'll go for it because it's probably our only release, right? Well, then, hey, later on, a Steelbook edition comes out. Now, I think that one was released through Walmart, if I'm not mistaken, but you could get now a steelbook of the Evil Dead just shortly later. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I already picked up, the collector's edition from Scream Factory. Now, because I like steelbooks, do I go ahead and get a steelbook edition as well? Oh my gosh. Well, if I get that steelbook, then we're probably done, right? We're probably done with this. No more releases of the Evil Dead remake. But boom, now they hit us with, hey, there's a new Scream Factory, the Evil Dead edition here. A new steelbook. It's all red now, like it's soaked in blood. Ooh, right? And it's like, really, you're trying to force a triple dip on the same title. We just keep getting the same re-releases over and over again from Scream Factory. And now to see all their latest announcements, and I know some people are hyped for them, but I'm like, come on, guys, we're being fooled again. Like they announced, Chucky on 4K, right? 4K steelbook of that. Well, didn't we already get a Chucky 4K from Scream Factory? Unless, I'm in Bizarro World and I completely mistaking on that. We already got a 4K, but hey, now you can get it as a 4K steelbook. Why not? And then the Halloween movies, right? Coming out to these 4K steelbooks. So this is like a triple dip there for them as well. We already got 4Ks and like these box slip editions. Then they did the slip cover editions, and now they're doing steelbook editions of the Halloween movies on 4K. Triple dip time. Let's go. Triple dip party. Get the chips ready. Oh my gosh. Like they just keep milking and milking some of these franchises. And here's the kicker. They don't let you know all the options up front. I bet you they had these plans to do steelbooks eventually. Why not let us know up front? Hey, you can choose collectors. Do you want the slipcover edition, the box edition, or do you want the steelbook edition? Give us all those formats up front, and then guess what? We get to decide on them. But they don't do that. They want to play this sick little game like they did with Drag Me to Hell. Hey, here's Drag Me to Hell on 4K. And then just a few months later, hey, there's this awesome, cool steelbook edition with really great artwork. Now we know you're going to double dip and buy that because you're a big fan of the movie. And I know you love that artwork on that steelbook. Like they knew they were going to release that steelbook. Like, let's be real here. They are trying to pull as much money from us as a collecting market because they know we're a small niche market. So they have a limited audience, but instead of just giving us better customer service, giving us more for what we're paying, they're basically giving us less. and trying to charge us more here, trying to get as much money from us as possible. And Scream Factory has had so many issues, and it's not only them, other boutique labels have had issues too, but Scream Factory, it seems like just all the time there's some kind of controversy surrounding them, whether it's their outgassing, ooze on the disc quality control issues, or their bad customer service. You have a problem with one of their orders and deliveries, you try to get in contact with them, you can barely get in contact with anybody, and then the response, if you do get one, they just don't care. It's sickening, and now they're trying to milk as much money from you as possible. As a collecting fan, as a horror fan, that is just disgusting at all levels, and I'm going to rant on them next because this scheme gets even worse than that, guys. Listen up. So now it's time for a massive rant. Yes, we got to talk about the Scream Factory just having all these major issues, how this scheme gets worse and worse as we really dive into it. Because do you think it's going to stop with just these Halloween releases and these Chucky releases? No, they're going to go back to all their popular 4K titles, and now they're just going to do 4K steelbooks of all of them. So you can triple dip on all of them, and maybe they'll do a different steelbook edition of them, a variant cover. Now you can quadruple dip a few months later. They're just going to keep doing that with their most popular 4K titles because they know some collectors just want to buy everything. They're basically going into that addiction some collectors have and really playing them and trying to suck their wallet dry. I absolutely despise that. I don't like that. Why not get us some horror titles that haven't come out yet? I know it's a process. You got to negotiate. You got to find out what you can get the rights to, the licensing, but put in that hard work, get us some catalog titles of some horror movies that are stuck on VHS or that are stuck on DVD that maybe haven't even gotten to a Blu-ray yet, and give us a new, fresh Blu-ray of a horror movie we haven't seen in decades. Why not give us that instead? Hey, here's another Halloween, same movie, same 4K disc. We're just re-releasing it in new packaging. Like, I'd rather see some new titles like those catalog releases we haven't seen in so long. Give us that instead of the same 4Ks over and over and over again. I know it's easier for them to do that, but Screen Factory, don't take the easy way. Let's do something new. Let's do something different. Let's get some new catalog titles out there. And I know it's going to take some work, and I know you can't get everything, but do that. Do that. I think that's what a lot of collectors want, is we want to see more titles released at least high definition that we haven't seen in a long time, because maybe we have some favorites out there we just haven't seen in a while in a good quality, rather than the same 4K disc over and over and over. I mean, they're doing like the studios do now, like Universal, Jurassic Park, all these different editions all the time, right? Disney re-releasing the same stuff all the time, right? It's like now they're just behaving just like some of these studios are, with giving us the exact same title over and over again instead of their back catalog stuff that they could really look and find and get and really give us some great treatments on. So Scream Factory, you are sickening to me right now. You can do better. We deserve better. I've supported you in the past, but I'm going to critique you where I can because I want you to do better in the future, because I don't want this to be the end of boutique label collecting. I don't want boutique labels to all follow this method and then they lose customer trust and they're gone. So let's talk about the future of boutique label collecting. How do we fix this now as a collecting community? So now let's slash into the future here. Can we do better, Scream Factory? Yes, you can. You've been around a long time now. You know what the customers and collectors really want. Don't just take the easy way out. You guys should be leading the boutique labels with getting some really good titles. But right now, with this madness of re-releasing, it's just gonna be a sick sign for these other boutique labels to do the same thing. And then all these other boutique labels are just gonna go after the same 4K movies and just try to get those rights to release them for a couple years. And I'll switch to another boutique label. Here's a new box over here. I've seen this, like titles will transfer from like Kino Lorber to Criterion, and then maybe you'll see on like from Arrow to Scream Factory, right? And it gets all around. And it's like, come on, we're getting the same titles, the same franchise, the same stuff over and over again, and I don't want to play that game. Give me new titles, boutique labels. I know you can do it. I know it's tough. I know you can negotiate. I know you can get the rights to some of these movies that collectors would absolutely love to see in their collection. Like I said, a lot of this stuff hasn't even come to Blu-ray or 4K. Hey, not even DVD. Some horror titles are just on VHS. Like go after those titles, boutique labels, Scream Factory, not just them, but all these boutique labels. We want to see more from you. And some boutique labels I think are doing a better job than others. Like I know Criterion will re-release, Blu-rays they had to 4K, but then they also do a ton of titles like a lot of people haven't even heard of. But it's cool. Not everybody's going to necessarily pick up every single title, but you just expand that collection because maybe that movie was lost to time or really didn't get a good treatment. A lot of people didn't know about it. Now, because you got the Criterion boutique label spy number behind it, some people will pick it up and learn about the movie, learn about that filmmaker. Now they have an awesome treatment of that movie rather instead of seeing, Halloween five different ways right there. I love Halloween. I'm a big Halloween fan. I just don't need it five times in the collection. Like, let me see some other movies. So I think right now, Criterion's doing a great job. I think Arrow's doing a pretty good job as well. Scream Factory, you're just doing the same old thing the last few years, re-releases. And I know Scream Factory, you are better than that. Let's work on this. Let's get other titles. Let's get those catalog titles. Let's start releasing those instead of re-releasing. So fix that. Get better customer service. So if we have issues with deliveries and shipments, you're ready to fix it quickly, okay? Don't just brush us off. I hate that. Come on, customer service. You can do better than that too from Screen Factory. And just quality control. Give us quality control. I know not every boutique label is perfect. Every boutique label has had quality control issues, but Screen Factory has had quite a bit in the last few years. Let's fix the quality control issues. Let's make sure the movies we are releasing are just up to as perfect as possible. I know it's impossible to be perfect, but just get some quality control measures in there to make sure we are getting a good product because we are paying good money to use Screen Factory. So do better, Screen Factory. Do better, boutique labels, because I appreciate what you've done before. You've done a good job before. Once again, I know these are tough critiques, but I want you to do even better. You were good before, but let's be great. Let's do better, Screen Factory. That way we keep this community growing. We keep physical media collectors happy. We get more physical media titles out there, a wider collection. Like, I think this works for everybody. It helps the boutique labels, it helps the customers, and we just have a better time collecting. But once again, those are just my thoughts right now, guys. Maybe you completely disagree with me. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Screen Factory is doing a perfect job, or what areas could they do better in? Are you happy to see, Halloween movies released again on Steelbook and released more times? Do you want to see some other catalog and cult classic titles released through Screen Factory? Share some of those titles down below. What do we need a Blu-ray of? What do we need a 4K of? Let's have those movie discussions below. Let's share for each other, get some good recommendations going. Just have a fun time talking these movies we are absolutely passionate about. And of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and mega slash that like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you're alerted when Scream Factory does some shady business, and I will point it out. And then, of course, just have a great day watching and talking your movies, my friends. And if somebody that loves physical media hasn't seen this channel yet, share out this video to them. Let's grow this community too. And of course, you love this physical media topic. Another easy way to help support the channel, just mega slash another video and watch all the way through right now. And thank you so much, my mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.